Peace be upon you, guys, with you, Farouk, and you are welcome in a new video. In the video, which we talked about the plots and improvements that took place on the sections and insiders of the bot and uterus files for the CM2, specifically the MT2 destination. This is the face of dealing with MediaTek processors, and since the dong spread to most of the wool technicians, we will always try to make videos about it and about the most important problems and mistakes that can meet you with it. And we explain some of the inheritances and operations on its different programming facades in order to be a reference for some of the soft technicians, especially the beginners of them. In this video, we will talk about an important thing, and all users of the dongle must know it, or at least they have some information about it. It is iOS account or the dongle CM2 account, and as usual we will divide the video for a consecutive point in order to understand the topic well, and at first we will know a quick joke from the account and software products accounts. And we know why we need to calculate iOS in our work on the CM2 dong, and explain how we can calculate iOS or know the account tied in dongle, and explain how we can make a password for the account. In the event that you got any problem with you and you are registering a server entry, even if you love the software mobile field and want to learn it and deepen it from travel without any experience, you can subscribe to us in the Al-Alawin series of the Jocrasoft team to teach and professionalize the software mobile field, which begins with you from traveling and without having any prior experience on the field. To some extent, you reach very advanced and professional stages. I will leave the cards link on Udemy and a full video by explaining all the details of the curriculum. I will leave these videos in the video description, and now subscribe to the channel and do the bell to connect all the new videos firsthand. Let us start with the first point and know information about the curtains of software products. Initially, let's give you a general idea of the topic. Most of the software products that we use in all of them are allocated to the disciplines and the database and files of their submission, and therefore you are a user. In order to communicate with the servers through the Montal program that you use, you must be with you, a NIME, and a cell, or charging credit on your account, so that any process works on the product that you use, whether it will spoil an international blade, or you will go beyond protection, or you will do any other
Inside
process. The program you use, you will find a custom entry page in order to write your account information and link it to the program's server. This idea applies to almost all wool products, including the CM2, and as I told you, this is a brief pulse on the topic, because we will make a dedicated video on the accounts of the woolet products in general, whether they are boxes, dongs, or paid programs in the coming period, God willing, but currently I want you to understand the general idea that we talked about. Well, let's go to the second point. Why do we need an iOS account on the CM2 dong? As a user for the long. The first case is that you can enter on your account on the Intuit server and know the new updates of the bonds and operations that were supported on dongle. Information and rating of your bonds are known for your things and the activations on it, and you can renew the activation of the dongers on your own from within the account, whether it is activated by 1 or 2 years, and you can enter the sporties of files and programs for all the products of the Intert team and carry from their air, ribs, flashes, software and bloodshed programs. Facades and various programs. This is the first case, and the second case in which we need the iOS account is to link the account with dongle programs. We can link the account with the program in some cases and operations, such as some of the airpieces, deal with protection on the dongers, and the decoding of international blades, and communication with the Xiaomi servers and the servers by the Android bonders and the operations that are paid, and therefore we need that we ship cred on the account with our own or on the dongle itself, including other operations that are free, but it is possible that we only need to link the account to the program, and last we will be charged with any cred so that we can implement the process in the two most famous countries we can need for the iOS CM2 account. Okay, well, I know information about the account and the situations we need. Let's go to the last point, which is where we can get an iOS account. How can we know the information tied to the scandal? Initially, the donation must connect to the computer, whether its activation is over, or it is still working, even if you are a copy competition. The dongle will get to know the computer and not need any external identifiers and take the default Windows definition. After the dongle connects to the USB exit, you will go to the Infinity server on the internet. I will leave a link in the video description because Infinity has many servers, but most of them offer the same purpose, and now we will download the Dongle Manager program from the link on the site here, and after you arrived in the donor with the computer, you will disassemble. And if you have the CM2 Dongle and you work on it constantly, this program will be essential with you, and you will need it a lot after that in your work. Because there are many important operations and details related to the dongle, and we can do a work for it to explain the unit in a separate video, but now we want to know the information of the dongle and the account information that is connected to you, so we go and press the username and password. After that, the program will read the information and need to know it, such as Syria, and the release of the firmware, and the most important of us now is that we know the connection with the bongs. And this information we used. You notice here the factory default account means the default factory account information that is attached to the dongle, which we can adjust to it or do the work of it as we know after that. And now you can copy this account information and save it in any file that you have to do with a possible matter you need after that. So well. Let's go back to the server Infinity page, get out, click on account, then go down and press login or sign in and open us the login page for us. And now we will copy the account information about our acquisitions that appeared to us inside the program, which is username and password, and we click on login or sign in. But note here that he tells us that there is an error in the account information, even though we wrote the same account information that appeared with us inside the program, but he also tells us that there is a mistake in the username or el-busar. Well, in this case, what will we do? In this case, we will end for the fourth point and know how we can do a simple work for the account. It will be from the same page that we did, and we will go and press the Raspot Bastard, and then you will open another page for us, and your release will be transcribed and we visit the account that appeared to us in the program. We will do best in the username box here, and in the second box we will write any of our own email in order for us to receive a message on the NUID, and then we will click on a simple search. The second method will be from within the Dongle Manager program, and we can use it to make a reception for the whole account, and let us explain it together. We'll return again to the program and go to the account under RNEW menu, and from here we go and click on account receipt, and you will see a message and click on yes. Then a share appears to us like this, and we write an email with our seasons, which we want to use in the simple process, then press OK, then write the email again, then press OK. After this program, he tells us to receive a message to us on the email in which all the details and the countries of the two methods that you can do are the reception of account information, whether the iodine NIME or the Bacter. Whether you work in the first way or the second method, then you will reach you a message on the email and you will find it in the name of iOS Recept Password. Inside the letter, you will find the new confiscation of the account, and all this is completely, and we will remain, we will go, and we will try again to go to the login, go, and copy the iodine NEM, with the account, as it is because we did not change it and we work for it here. Then we copy the new password, which we reach the email, then put it in the box of third, then press the login, then press the site. Log in to the account information will accept and convert us on the main page on the server as we see, and now we can carry any files or flash from inside the server here or find the activation of the Dongle with our own. In the same way, we can link the account to the dongle programs. In order to use it in any operations, you will need the iOS account, whether it is free or driving operations as we said. So we talked about the most important point for the iOS account for the CME, which you wanted to know and understand from this video, even if you have any additions and you want to be conveyed in the comments. Just like that, and if you benefited from the explanation, you would not forget to support us.